We want to let your views be known to the public, whether it's good or not, whether your prime minister like it or not. We know you would be elected because you stood up for the people, and because you couldn't get what the people want, you brought nothing back. We're thankful to you because we see you standing up as a man of character.
But Brother Ali, you got these town hall meetings, and I haven't seen a single town hall meeting do what you're asking for. There are all these town hall meetings, the fella gets up, this is what we intend to do. We're going to do it like this. It's a done deal. You know, I mean, everything, it's a done deal. Well, if you keep going on like this, Mr. Done Deal, you can be a done deal. Because I tired of people standing up and telling me what is a done deal. Brother Ali, you know, I can be honest with you. The Bahamian people, and I can be honest with you, it seems like they don't have the energy left in them. But they must get tired of the
because of the division. Because of the division. What you must understand, that I don't know how much of it goes on here, but during election time, there is X amount of money, sponsorship that is passed. We who suffer, we are hungry. And when somebody comes and make things kind of nice for you and your family, you turn around and you say, Brother Ali, you know, you know what I mean, or vice versa. And then we continue, like Judas, to sell each other short. I remember, and when I say this, I'm not saying this is something that is happening in the Bahamas, and it's not happening throughout the Caribbean and throughout the United States. I know of states representatives in Georgia who were locked up, went to jail because they were caught taking money on sting operations, putting the money up in their pockets. I wasn't sorry for them, because at the same time when I stood up about certain things, they look at me and they call me a radical. It wasn't until after they came out of jail, then they said, we see what you meant. Or we see what you're talking about.
Yeah, really feel it then.
Yeah, because they're now feeling.
We need to send some of our politicians to jail so they could feel it too.
Well, you see,
I think that's a good idea, you know, but if we put them in jail,
well, I mean, if
feed them on bread and butter and water,
if you look at,
they might come to the senses.
You look at a governor who was sweethearting in
South America.
South America.
Yeah.
And you look at many others who were doing things in the United States. And this is recently. What happened to them? It's no question. They had to give account for the things they did. Now, how many people I've heard, and I say this because, fortunate or unfortunate, my wife have been involved with so many lawyers in different things, and when I saw what she has been through, Brother Hannah, I said, where is the law?
That's a good question.
Where is the law? When you hear about how many people who have been robbed by lawyers, incidentally, there are two things I yet to understand. And maybe you can help me in understanding. When a person say, I was called to the bar, who called you?
Well, you called by the Bar Association. I mean, what happens?
You studied. You went to school.
But
for
you have a professional body that's responsible for the organization. Okay. And you join in that body. So you join to the bar. You have to make an application to the bar.
Exactly.
So it's the Bar Association that really is calling you and through the court.
Yeah.
It's
but
really
what I'm
marriage of the court and the bar.
Okay. The same thing when I talk to a man who he comes and he's talking to me because he said it seemed like something is wrong with me. So when he said when God called him, and I seriously sometimes ask him, how did God call you? Because he may be calling me, but without understanding, I'm not replying. And when you call, he could never give me a straight answer as to how the call came. So I have a problem with that. You know, it's, again, a man get drunk, he runs into a tree, Casuarina tree on his way home. And when you listen, somebody tell you that the Lord called him. You know?
That's what they say, you know?
Yeah. No, I think
your time.
Yeah, no, I think he got...
You don't believe in that?
No, he got drunk.
And he was foolish.
And he was foolish.
Yeah.
And if he went home, God didn't call him. He went home on his own.
He went on his own.
Because to me, if you were looking for another lawyer to work beside you, you wouldn't be looking for a drunk to join you.
Yeah, but Brother Ali, you have a legal system that, you know, really has robbed the people of their birthright when it comes to the land. And it's not only in this country, it's around the African world. I mean, we don't have our map here behind us today, but you know, the last show I pointed to the Congo. And the Congo is really the best example I could give of it. The legal system that the Europeans brought to us was one of the worst things that ever happened to us. You know, I have no love for this legal system like that. I love the African legal system that existed before the Europeans. And when we were taken over by colonizing and by enslavement, we lost our connection with our source. So here it is now, we train our lawyers to practice another man's legal system. It's almost like you rape a country. And I want to talk about this thing with marital rape behind this now. But let's lead this into rape. What has happened to our country? And we're going to come back after we take the break and we can develop this. But what has happened to our country, Brother Ali, over the past 150 years? It's similar to a rape. The lawyers have been complicit in that rape. The land couldn't have been in touch without the lawyers. The politicians have been complicit in that rape. And the people themselves, by their silence, by their inactivity, have been complicit in that rape. We have a system based on rape. We're going to take a break now, Brother Ali, but on that note, rape, because I want to tie this into the whole debate now going on marital rape. Because to me, you know, your wife and your country are two similar things. If you abuse your country, it will go to hell. If you abuse your wife, well, you might end up going to hell because she may send you there. You know, but we can get right back and we're going to find out why those preachers scared of that new law that can lock them up if they rape the wife. We can come back and talk about that.